Hi, thanks again for coming back. Now we're now on the part 2 of a very good training session about small business owners. Basically, how can I help you with the strategies you can implement in 2025 in order for you to improve your small business? I can speak about this myself because I'm also a small business owner myself. So let's get on the fifth strategy as part 2 of this very interesting topic, very beneficial topic. Let's get on with the fifth strategy. Invest in marketing and branding. It doesn't matter what small business you're working on or you're currently managing, whatever is the nature of that small business. That's what I'm trying to say. Ask yourself, have I done enough marketing? Have I done enough on branding? If you think about it, all the successful brands you could ever think of, they all spent so much money and energy and talent, research. They hired the best people to help them with the marketing and branding. The reason for that is this is a very key element for a successful business. But because we're small business owners, including myself, we don't have a fortune to spend on hiring great marketing people to help us with marketing and branding. But guess what? I can speak for myself. When I created my website for my sales coaching courses, I didn't have to hire anyone. I just basically use myself and my tool by using the why. Why? What is behind my business? Why my business? Why choose me? The question why, you want your client to ask why. Why you? And you can only use this, and you can only project the answer to that through your marketing and through your branding. This is my personal take on this. You might have better ideas than me. Please comment down below. We'd love to learn from you as well. My idea of asking why, or my idea of making sure that every lead that would come across my website, or every person who get to watch my training video on my channel, who could be looking for a sales coach service, would have that why question in them. Why would we pick Majoy? Why her and why not someone else? Same thing when I have leads visiting my website. Why her? Why her company? So make sure that when you are thinking about how to market yourself, how to market your small business, how to create a branding for you that would work as a small business owner, because we don't have a lot of money to spend on marketing and campaign and all these people you can hire who have really very good experience or really advanced experience. It doesn't matter. You don't need that. You need to just promote and sell your brand by asking or by making sure your client would ask about you and why you. That's my take on that. Now, strategy number 6. Because we're a small business owner, cash will be so tight. I can speak for myself. The strategy I can share with you, master cash flow management. Very simple. You just want to make sure that you manage or you track your income and expenses. I can recommend for you to use QuickBooks or Xero as the popular choices if you want to just create your cash flow management. Some of you might be even more advanced. Some of you might be even more fancy than me. But because I'm a small business owner, I really don't see a lot of financial activity in my business yet. It's mostly what's incoming and what am I spending on. So that's my little take about this very important aspect if you are building a business, let alone a small business owner like us. Now, strategy number 7. This is a very good one. Focus on customer service and retention. Oh my gosh, this is a very hot topic. I can go on and on and on about this because of so many tips I want to give you. But let me just give you the very important ideas I have in my mind about this. So focus on customer service and retention. Let me tell you this. In my opinion, as a customer and as a salesperson, because I am both, I can make a sale because I know how to make a sale. I've acquired a skill to make a sale. But the question of retention, do I have the ability and the skill and the mindset to retain my clients on top of the sales that I generate? That's another topic. I have experienced recently as a customer a very unpleasant experience where I purchased a service which I needed, and the commitment of time frame, I was given a promise. This project or this service will be done in, let's say, 2 weeks. It's been more than that, and I'm still the one chasing them and say, hey, are you guys done with the project? Because I need that for my small business. And, oh no, there's still this going on. Or when they sent me the draft that they said is done, I looked into it and I'm like, it's not done. Nothing is really done the way it should be done, given it's been 2 weeks, and so on and so forth. So this is an example of, in my mind, I just want to get done with that transaction, and I will never go back to that provider ever again. For a very obvious reason. The person or the business owner or the manager in that business does not have the ability to retain customers like myself. And why am I talking about this? Because as a small business owner, this is a very significant loss. Because the gain for small business owner will be so slow. The growth will be so slow. And if you have unnecessary hurdles like this, you're obviously losing more than you're gaining. So keep in mind that focus on customer service and retention is very important as a small business owner. There's so many ways to do that. I myself, I can share with you again my personal take on this. As a small business owner, I would prefer to run my small business myself for now. I want to be the first to directly speak to the client. I want to be the first to directly book for the client. I want to be the first to bill the client, and so on and so forth. Meaning to say, I would like to be the admin for the entire company for now. And the reason for that, I want to make sure that my excellence as a customer service will be rendered to my very own clients, as opposed to trusting someone else to do it at this very tender stage of my small business. This is a very, very good tip I'm sharing with you because I've seen small businesses lose or lost a lot of clients just because of really wrong people in the front line, doing wrong things, doing things that damages the momentum that every small business needs. And I can speak for that myself. So this is really what I'm doing with my small business right now. I hope this is a helpful tip for you. Now, another way to focus on customer service and retention is to use a CRM tools. For me, I don't have that yet because I'm probably just a really startup, but eventually I would need to do that. But because I'm not yet there, I would recommend, if you're already at the stage of managing a lot of accounts, check out the HubSpot or Zoro CRM to manage customer interactions. There's a lot of free CRM applications right now. Go and check it out. I'm sure you'll find more than I do. Share to me on the comment section if you have a very good one you're using, and we can share to our community of small business owners what works for you and hopefully what would work for many of us. So again, it doesn't hurt to really focus on customer service and retention, because this lays as a foundation on any small businesses. Next one, 8 strategies, guys. Adapt and be resilient. Now, we know that there's a lot of competition in the market. Whatever business you're doing, there will always be a competition. Here alone on YouTube itself, as a content creator, there's a lot of competition. Every niche on YouTube has respective competition. So now, if you're a small business owner, it's also important for you to know your competitors and look out for the new trends. So for example, you're a small business owner and you render window cleaning services. You also need to look out within your city or within your state or within your town what the trend is. What is going on in the market, what your competitors are doing in terms of pricing, in terms of are they doing any promotion right now, what are the promotions they're offering. So really pay attention on that, because this will also help you as a small business owner to navigate how you can actually attract accounts or new accounts to check you out and to try your services. Strategy number 9, develop a growth mindset. Now, what it means is really continuous learning, not just learning, but also learn to solve problems and seize opportunities as a small business owner. In my case, I would say my biggest take on this, or my biggest tip on this, is take online courses, workshops, or hire a coach if you really, really need it for your business. Again, the purpose of that is just to stay sharp, is to stay ahead of the game, and to stay ahead of yourself. Because the biggest competition of a small business owner will always have to be yourself. So that would be my personal take on that. If I want to succeed as a small business owner and build a good momentum, I also need to make sure that I have a growth mindset, that I'm always learning, that I'm always progressing. And there's so many ways to learn, there's so many ways to develop, but training yourself. And in fact, because the nature of my YouTube channel is sales coaching, and the subtopics are endless. We have the telemarketing, we have cold calling, we have customer service, communication skills, face-to-face selling, and we have all industries. So I know that the competition is big, but I also know that salespeople, in order for them not to be bored, in order for them not to be stagnant, they have to keep looking on different channels on YouTube and identify themselves to a trainer that would resonate to their style, or that would probably someone they've never heard before, or a style they've never experienced before. So take note of that as a small business owner. There's a lot of tutorials you can check on YouTube. There's a lot of information online. There's a lot of videos you can actually search, and channels that would provide you according to the nature of your business. And if it's sales, please check out my playlist. I've got a lot of really helpful, valuable topics in my channel that would actually help small business owners. And this is why I'm here talking about this particular topic by request by our popular subscribers in the channel. So finally, my last strategy to share with you. Don't forget to subscribe if you like what we're talking about. We do live stream time to time. We have a lot of videos in the playlist. Check it out. It's organized by topics. And please feel free to join the community tab. Post the subject you want me to talk about. Just like this particular topic, this is by request. Feel free to request. It's free. If you go to my YouTube channel, it's all free training and samples for you. Now, finally, my last strategy is, this is going to be big. I really, really like this. This is something I've used the last 25 years in my program managing. It may not be my business as such, I may not be the business owner, but it was my business in terms of the whole responsibility, the whole credit, the whole everything is on me. Finally, the tip is build a winning sales team. Be smart and be picky as well. If you can build a winning sales team, when I say win sales team, it's not only the people who sell for you literally. You got to have a customer service that sells your brand. You got to have a telephone operator that sells your brand. You got to have people in your team that may not be directly selling, that are selling your brand. This is one of the formula for a successful small business to grow. If you have wrong people in your team, if you have people who misrepresent your brand unintentionally for the most part, it's time for you to think about in 2025, I need to evaluate the people I have in my team, and I gotta make sure that each of them will represent the brand the way I work so hard to build a brand and to market my brand. So I hope that today's topic is very useful for you. Invest in training for your team, especially as in sales. There's a lot of customer service involved. There's a lot of communication skills involved. Invest on really developing that skill set for your sales team, for your staff, and for yourself. If you like this topic, join me on the next training session. Check out the next video. It's about communication skills, and this could actually help you as you navigate your way to succeed as a small business owner. I hope you enjoyed today's training. I'll see you guys on the next training session. Check out the next video. Bye.